Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
craft to bomb entire Imo State to prove to Fulani that they don't need to come with the dagger, that he can do it himself, so long as they are going to be paying him and covering him to make his family rich. Today we've seen it in entire Biafra, how the elite are trying to be politically correct. Why the Fulani elite are not politically correct? They support their people that come to our land with dagger, and now they have now metamorphosed from dagger to AK-47. And they stand at the floor of the Red Chamber of the National Assembly to support and come against anybody that speak against Fulani herdsmen and terrorists. So today, the same thing is happening in judiciary. Nnamdi Kanu is now being tried in the secret. And let me tell you, Fulani, the terrorists and the caliphate, they have destroyed our traditional institution. They have destroyed our... I want to ask you a question today. In Igbo land, part of Biafra, how many of your king have Ofo? How many of your king have Ofo? From your ancestors? How many? How many king in Igbo land today? From Anambra to Ebonyi to Imo to Abia to... How many? I am talking of the hinterland of Biafra. Because in the coastal region, even though in the coastal region it is still, there is still some reservation in the coastal region. But those Igbo origin in the coastal region, they have all been rubbished. All the traditional rulers, all the king, nobody have Ofo. Nobody can speak to somebody and the person will go blind. I am telling you. But in the olden days, just 20, 30 years ago, it was possible. 30 years ago, a king will rise up in his community or his kingdom and pronounce somebody a curse, and the person will stand up and dry without juju. The land has been discredited. I am very serious. A king will rise up when you have committed all manner of atrocity in your kingdom. A king will stand up and lay curse on you, and the repercussion will start immediately. Today, it is not possible. They have destroyed our traditional institution. So Ludo, who is now running up and down, threatening Biafra people and making all manner of foolish comments, very foolish comment. I want to change the narrative today. From today, we are not longer going to say divide and rule. It has when the divide and rule serve its purpose is over. We will no longer be saying a divide and rule. It has become divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. From today, it is no longer divide and rule. It is divide and conquer. And the Soludo have demonstrated that him have come to divide and so that they will conquer. You see, Soludo must be cautioned. I am very serious. That is why, if you look at me, you will know that I am prepared for war. When a man is looking like this, you know that the man is serious. Soludo must be cautioned. Soludo's utterances is not going to help matter. It is called divide and conquer. We are going to fight to defend our land. The time you come to kill us and go free is over. Soludo giving speech about what is going on in Anambra State, which is, by the way, going on almost in all the state in the eastern Nigeria, and by extension, the other part of Biafra land. Soludo is now attaching criminals to a particular state. According to the statement, he said that these criminals in Anambra, 80% or whatever, they are coming from a particular state. And I do not need to go and put word into his mouth, what he did not say. But Soludo said that the criminals are coming from a particular state, that they are not in the Anambra. Well, I do not know which perimeter Soludo is using to know the criminal that is Anambra and the criminal that is coming from a particular state. Because it sounds to me like Soludo is still listening to expelled criminals, because this is the kind of word that come out of their mouth. They always accuse certain people from certain state of being criminals. So, and these particular utterances will destroy Soludo. I am telling you. Because what Soludo is going, what it is going to do is to divide and conquer. Soludo can never divide in Igbo and rule. No. It will divide, he tried to divide in Igbo so that the Fulani will conquer us. So it is no longer divide and rule. They don't have time to rule again. They will only divide and the other people will conquer us. And we must not allow that. Soludo went further. This message is to Soludo directly. Soludo went further to say that, these particular criminals are coming from a certain state, and that he is going to do this and going to do that. So we do not know how Soludo arrived at knowing these criminals, even to the extent of knowing where they come from or the particular state they come from. So if you could be able to identify criminals, why are you then attaching the criminals to IPOB? Why are you then attaching the criminals to IPOB? Why are you then attaching the criminals to autopiloted IPOB? Are the autopiloted IPOB coming from a certain or a particular state in Biafra? You need to tell us, because we don't know. So if Soludo, with all these utterances, continue like this, it is not going to be well with him. And let me tell Soludo that Biafrans are one. If you are just joining Nigeria politics now and you don't know how to talk, especially when Nigeria is on flame, if you don't know how to talk, you stop talking. Stop talking. Your utterances are fueling crisis in Biafra land now. Because the criminals that you know, we don't know them. We don't know how you come about the particular state, but I hope you know what you are saying. So Biafra people, our traditional institution has been discredited, has been destroyed by this government, and they did it on purpose. So no traditional ruler today, you are going to go and you see that he have a fork given to him. What you see them carrying today is coat of arm. Coat of arm cost. Coat of arm aborono. The governor will appoint, and this is happening only in Igbo land. Fulani use Umahi, all these governors, to destroy our traditional institution. Today, they are running around, begging villages and communities to come and help them to fight insecurity. How can you fight insecurity when you have destroyed the traditional institution of our land? How can you fight security? Nobody respects the chief again. Nobody respects the king again, because they were not appointed by our traditional institution. They were not appointed by our ancestors as it used to be. So the Igbos you have now are all criminals. I am telling you, many of them, it may not be all of them, but many of them are criminals. The criminals that Nigeria government breed, when you rig election, they make you Igwe. When you rig election, they make you king. When you have people that can kill somebody and snatch ballot paper, they make you king. That is the problem. And tomorrow you will gather all traditional rulers as if anybody respect them. You see people, traditional rulers, criminals, will drag them on the floor. Nothing will happen, because the traditional ruler is a criminal, just as the politician. The traditional institution in Igbo, before anything can happen, must be restored. All the people that you appointed Igwe, they must drop their Igweship and let every community go back to how it used to be. That you will consult the Lord, the land, the God of the land, and they ask question, who is supposed to be the Igwe of this community? If you do not, and we are going to restore that, if that is the case. If we are going to go by anything like that, we'll restore it so that the peace will return back. Immediately Biafra is restored, we are going to go back to our roots to restore peace and make sure we cleanse the land of the impunity coming from the Fulani government. They have destroyed our traditional institution. This has nothing to do with church. You don't go church more than me. But I'm telling you the fact. Before church, we had our e-ways. We had our offers and all that. And it didn't stop us from going to church. So if you want to bring Igwe to church, you abandon the politics and go to God and let God appoint who is supposed to be Igwe, so that the Igwe can now communicate to God, to Jesus, directly. Whenever there is problem in the land, Igwe can now consult Jesus and let us know that we have a way to solve problem. But that is not happening anymore. So I want to tell Soludo today that there is nothing you can do to bring peace to Igbo, not just Igbo, to the entire Nigeria. In Igbo land particularly, the land has been destroyed by the politicians who have violated every norms and tradition of our land for many decades. What you see happening today is not ordinary. I challenge you. I challenge anybody, including Soludo. Come on, tell your traditional rulers in Anambra to give order and tell the people that are making problem to stop. It will never happen. I am telling you, I challenge Soludo because it is the reason why you have the traditional rulers. Every time they tell you, hold traditional ruler responsible, bring them to a meeting, bring traditional ruler to round table. How can you bring criminals to the round table? How can you bring criminals who you impose on the community for your political position and your political gain? You impose a criminal to a community when the community knows that man more than you do because you are ambitious. You impose a king on community, and then you give the king a staff. The king don't even have a traditional staff or four, except the one did I give to him. Because what they do is that after they become king or they become chief, they go to one native doctor. The native doctor will do one automobile and give to them, and they hold it as offer. The offer does not come from that particular land, from the SM in that land. I challenge everybody who say he is a king or he is a chief in Igbo land today. Only few people qualified by tradition to speak on behalf of their community or their kingdom or their kindred. I am telling you, every other person are chaff. All of them are chaff. I want you to look at what happened in Warri. Look at Warri. That is why I say in part of the coastal region, there is still a little reservation. What is the name of the king? What is the name of the king in Warri? Did somebody, what is the name of that king in Warri? Where a small boy. He's not a small boy because I have to respect him. He was chosen by the ancestors. So the king of Warri is not a small boy. So I apologize for that. Because I have to respect him too. He's not a small boy. But he's a young man. When that king was crowned, the king of Warri, did you see that Obasanjo left Otafam and came to Warri and he bowed down to that young man? Do you know that? Did you know that? No, I am just asking you. Did you know that Obasanjo came from Yoruba land, all the way from Otafam? Obasanjo traveled to Warri and he went there, and you see picture of Obasanjo bowing down for that young man. That is authority. Authority. He did not become the Warri king by appointment of the state governor. Do you understand me? I want to ask you, how many of any prominent Nigerian have entered Alaibu when a king is being crowned and bow down to that king? They know what they did to us. They destroyed your traditional institution. They destroyed your traditional institution. They preserved their own. But your own, they destroyed it. You don't have a four. And they know it. That is why you will go to Abuja to meet Nnamdi Kanu in court. They will stop you and put you on the sun, waiting, because they know you are nothing. They know you are just an idiot. I am telling you. All the people that went to Abuja when the court of Nnamdi, all of them were outside. Are you telling me that if that Warri king now if somebody is arrested and that Warri king go to Abuja to go to court, they are going to say, oh, you don't come here. Before he will go to that court premises, you will see every door will open, because they did not destroy their traditional institution with greed and wickedness. So I want you people to understand the level of impunity, what Nigeria have done to us. What Nigeria have done to us. Every chief in Igbo land today are all political appointees, except Obi of Onitsha. Except Obi of Onitsha. I am telling you, except Obi of, and very few, just very few. And those few who actually, were chosen by ancestors, some of them are already adulterated. Some of them have been compromised. Some of them no longer speak the word of ancestors and the word of the gods. They have turned politician. They embrace anybody that comes to them. You see, what I'm telling you today is very important. I want every Biafrans to have this in their mind, that when Biafra is restored, we are going to restore sanity in our land by making sure that all these Igwes, all these thieves and criminals will be dethroned. I am telling you, all those people that have political appointed Igwe will be dethroned, and the Igweship will go back to the rightful people, chosen by the ancestors, and let the cleaning of the land and the spirit begin. I know we are going to do our own in our civilized, we are going to be innovative. We are going to, do everything according to the Western, the civilization. But then our culture will be restored. Somebody said we need to dethrone. They are don't even dethrone because they are carrying certificate. Thank you very much. That is the way it is. So I want you to know where you see, because Soludo don't know where the problem is coming from. Soludo don't know the impunity. Somebody said that's why they want to kill Obi of Onitsha. Yes. Soludo don't know the impunity that Nigeria have done to our land. He think that the problem he's seen today in Anambra is only in Anambra and he has just come to quench it one night. No. It requires wisdom. And it is not central bank wisdom. You cannot solve the problem in Alibo with central bank wisdom and economy wisdom. No, there is difference between having a certificate or having experience in economy and and leadership. That you are central bank governor or you were central bank governor does not make you a leader. You were only central bank governor because you qualified as an economist. You can't rule and you can't govern a nation or a state by experience of economists. You cannot do that. You can only plan to have a good economic plan and policy for Anambra State. But that does not mean that you can control the people. You need to get wisdom from God. You need to sit down. It is not by going to this prayer where you went to the other day. You need to sit down, ask God to give you wisdom that you want to do the right thing. Forget all these things. Fulani will disappoint you. You will fight our people. You will fight Biafra and you will be defeated. Just like you have not lasted for 2 months. You started very bad. I was telling you, so I know that they are watching me now. So you started very, very bad, and it is not going to end well. I am telling you now. So what you have to do is to go and seek the face of God, not the face of Mwadibia, not the face of Mwadibia, not the face of SMO. Seek the face of God. Seek the face of God to give you wisdom to be able to sail through. Because the way I'm telling you now is the way I told some people some time ago. They never believe me. Today they can know, they see by themselves. That's all. So Soludo, before we listen to you, you see that they say Nnamdi Kanu will be tried in the secret, and then they come again to say they have dropped the charges against Nnamdi Kanu. I want to tell Biafra something. You see, I took my time. I went through the charges against Nnamdi Kanu. If you all remember, I was the one who started shouting that you cannot be trying and charging Nnamdi Kanu for being a member of a proscribed IPOB when the prescription is not yet final. Did I not say it? How many of you was watching? How many of you followed? I started shouting that you cannot be charged for free. That freedom will be more valuable than gold. Exactly. I agree with you. Bribe is not in our dictionary. Our dictionary don't know what is bribe. So Biafra, for the very first time, you are actually hearing and having a clear picture, because I think that this is the time. This is the first time you are hearing, a clear picture of what is happening and how the Nigerian government are, treating our leader and Biafra people at large. It is with impunity, and we cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. So in all these things I have just said now, the only crime, or if there is a crime at all, the only reason for now why Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015 was, which is not a crime under Nigerian law. And if transmitter is a crime under Nigerian law, tell us what is the punishment for importing transmitter. Okay. Alejandro Kolo, thank you very much for super chat. We appreciate you. Fear who no fear you at Simon. You are Otogo Promax. We give glory to God. That is why when we touch that is why it is always, we always warn anybody before you come to attack us. That's why we will always warn anybody. If you think that you want to attack us, you must get ready. First of all, you go to your village and consult your Dibia and native doctors and all that. And then you ask them question. If they tell you to go, then you go and start attacking us. But man, they're not the same man until man take your IC. So our hands are clean, and we are under the anointing of God, and God is always on the throne. So when we talk, so a lot of people are expecting me to react to some idiot. I'm not going to react to some idiot. I don't have time for that. because what we're doing now is more important. Underground work is ongoing, is more important than coming to engage on stupid people. So those who think that they are native doctors and they have power, monopoly to do people this, do people that, I will tell them to not waste it on Simon Ekpa. Otego, Simon Ekpa, and Otego Mogeni. Don't waste it on Simon Ekpa because you are wasting your money. It will not work on me. The power will come. It will do. Brrr. That is. You see, I'm just giving you a secret. That is who I am. Any day you attack me and blackmail me and call me criminal, my power increase. The more you write press release against Simon Ekpa, the more my power increase, and the more you are going down. Thank you very much, Thanos. the name of that in Avenger is Thanos. So he was looking for the 5 stones. So when he get this one, he put it. The power will come like this. He get another one, he put it. The power. So the more you write rubbish against Simon Ekpa, the more power I get, the more strength I get, the more you go down. I am telling you, and it is going to happen to Soludo. Soludo will be the most rubbish governor ever, and he will be the last governor of Anambra State. Before Biafra come, go and mark my word. Soludo will be the last governor of Anambra State.
My word, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do well to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.